wants to be a blogger, correct? Everybody wants to be in fashion now. Everybody wants to be a stylist. Everybody wants to attach the word celebrity stylist to everything. Everybody wants to be a photographer, knowing they do not even have the proper skills to even shoot or capture a photo. I'm not understanding, so we're going to go ahead and clock the T, clock the X, Y, and the Z, because I'm so clearly lost at how everybody all of a sudden is a fashion show producer now. Oh, you're a model too? I never knew that. Girl, you know what? It's time to go ahead and clock the T, because I'm clearly confused at how everybody wants to have their hand in the fashion pot, but yet nobody wants to work for anything. Nobody wants to put in any hard work or effort or invest in their business. So today, we're going to talk about it here on Emore'J Couture TV. Ow, get it.
If it's hot, I'll say it's hot. But if it's a mess, baby, woo, I'm reading. This is an Emore'J Couture exclusive.
Okay, so what I want to know is, when did all of a sudden, did everybody get interested in doing fashion? When did everybody all of a sudden want to be a media blogger? When did everybody want to be a stylist, now quote unquote a celebrity stylist? When did everybody want to become a fashion show producer? When did everybody just want to have their hands in fashion? It just seems like everybody nowadays, they have to do something in fashion. And the question that I'm left with, thinking is, are you doing this because you generally love this? This is your heart's desire, or are you doing this because it's something that everybody is doing right now, or that you see it as a quick way to fame? And I'm really starting to think that a lot of people are getting themselves involved in fashion and fashion entertainment because they think that it's this quick get-rich scheme to fame. And I don't want to sound cliche when I say this to you, but darling, I'll break it down to you and tell you this, that it may sound cliche, however, the fashion industry is a very grimy place. The fashion industry is extremely hard work. You have to stay current, you have to stay on top, you have to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to doing whatever type of job description or title that you're calling yourself in this industry. I am sorry, I am sick, I am appalled, because people these days are claiming titles that, sweetie, God knows you by the throne know that you do not even deserve to call yourself that title. Let's just start with the media bloggers. Okay, I'm not understanding, ding dong, how you're going to call yourself a media blogger, but yet all of the work that's on your whack tacky blog is coming off of media takeout or coming off a concrete loop, and all you're doing is you're copying and pasting. You're taking it back to elementary school days, and you're copying and pasting all the texts from media takeout and putting it onto your blog. Then you're being tacky to go to Style Channel or style.com and, you know, save some pictures and then upload them to your blog, and you're going to call it your own creations, your own work. Sweetie, I'm not understanding that. To me, that's not a blog. To me, that's copy and pasting. Actually, that's probably, if you want to get technical, it's illegal. It should be. Isn't it plagiarism? It's something of that title. I mean, you really think that that's how you're going to get this whole, you know, get rich quick scheme to fame, because you copied and pasted off of media takeout and concrete loop or somebody else's blog that's not really known and put it onto your blog, so all of a sudden you're now providing excellent sources of information? Girl, boom, sit down. I'm clearly not understanding how you as a media blogger, you as a blog, don't even have the type of etiquette to put together your own paragraphs, to put together your own sentences, to actually go inside of your own head and type up what's inside of your head onto your own computer to capture an audience. But you know what? You can't do that, because some of the things that I've been seeing have been truly pathetic. Some of the paragraphs that I truly see and read, I wonder, God, Lord, did this person have spell check? Did he not read the 1.5 paragraph that he attempted to do? I mean, did you just simply sit there and just type the paragraph? Could you just simply just, and then decided to come back with nothing? Because that's what you did. You came back with nothing. It looked a hot, god-awful mess. The paragraphs weren't even cohesive with each other, sweetheart. Then I'm not understanding, how are you going to call yourself a stylist? Now we're going to get on all these stylists because, girl, OMG, everybody is a stylist. Every gay male is a stylist, and every busted female with a big whack weave, she claims that she's the new celebrity stylist. So I'm not understanding how you, my God, as a stylist, are sitting up here trying to call yourself a celebrity stylist. Clearly you have no celebrity clientele, girl. You just took a picture with somebody. I'm not getting that. But I'm not understanding how you're going to call yourself a celebrity stylist and all of your clothing is coming from the thrift stores and it's not even washed because you still have the tags on there. So I'm still getting that old mothball senior citizen type of smell off of the clothing. And then when I discovered that you still had the tags from the thrift store reading $3.99 on the yellow tag, on the pink tag, on the green tag, I'm a little clueless, but you call yourself a celebrity stylist. Girl, please, if you're a stylist, I'm thinking, and the type of protocol that I feel would be best to be a stylist would be to have a connection and a relationship with independent designers, have a relationship with boutiques, have an open relationship with department stores so that you're able to pull pieces and put them onto your clientele. Also, as being a stylist, I would at least expect you to know how to be a stylist. Girl, I'm not understanding how you're going to call yourself a stylist, or better yet, an image consultant. Girl, you know who you are. How are you going to call yourself an image consultant and you are the wackest thing to hit Twitter, the wackest thing to hit Facebook, and trust me, we've seen the pictures. How are you going to call yourself an image consultant and you can't even dress yourself? I'm just clearly lost. Sweetie, nobody does lime shoes in the wintertime. I don't know who told you that, but it's a hot, god-awful, slaying, sinful mess. It can't be disputed. So how are you going to call yourself an image consultant and your consultant yourself is busted? Your image is whack. Your image is lost. So how can you be an image consultant and then you don't even have a clientele? You don't even have anybody to represent yourself. You got it. So next, I'm not understanding, all of a sudden I understand that Best Buy has dropped the recession rate on camera, so now everybody has one. I'm not understanding how you're going to call yourself a photographer, sweetie, but you clearly, when I see your photos, all I see is TNA, and there's no type of art behind your photos. Now see, if you were a photographer, I would at least expect you to give me something that everybody's not giving these days, because everybody's giving TNA, everybody's giving saline shots, everybody's giving androgynous, everybody's giving that. So why can't you give us something a little bit different? Because when I look at your work, I don't see anything different. You're doing what everybody else does. But yet you're taking the easy route. You're doing what everybody else is doing because you think it's hot right now. I'm going to tell you something right now. This, honestly, is an industry that is no joke. I don't know an industry that's more crucial, that's more cutthroat than being in the fashion and entertainment industry. If this is not your heart desire, if you don't crave and wake up and honestly will quit your job and do this for a living, then sweetie, this is not for you. This type of work is not for you. So why are you getting yourself involved? That's what I'm trying to find out. I don't understand how every time we turn around, somebody's a fashion show producer and they're producing these late busted whack fashion shows and they know they're not even about the art of the fashion show, but they're only about the dollar of the fashion show, and it clearly shows within their whack show productions because there's nothing but invested into their fashion shows. Their fashion shows are a hot, god-awful, slain, sinful reptile mess. It's ashy. It's encrypted with ash. It's dead, honey. It's Egyptian dead, sweetheart. I'm not getting it. But yet everybody wants to be in fashion. You know what? So what I do with my channel, for all of you all that want to be in fashion and that think you're somebody, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to discuss it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to bring it to the forefront. Because somebody needs to clock it. If it's not being done the right way, why sit there and let this fool keep embarrassing themselves and not tell them? Can you at least invest in your work? Could you at least invest in your whack blog that you copy off of somebody else's page? Could you at least invest in yourself and at least get your hair done before you try to consult about anybody else? Hello. You stupid. You stupid, ain't you? I know you're stupid because the only reason why you're doing this is because you know you can't excel at nothing else. The only reason why you're doing this is because you just want money. Because all you only thing you want is a little quick little check. You're just trying to get put on real quick. You're just trying to get some little bit of fame, sweetie. You know what? You can't excel at anything else. So you're nasty behind you gonna try to do fashion, right? So everybody wanna do fashion. Everybody wanna try to get put on doing a little bit of fashion shows. Everybody wants you got. Everybody trying to get put on by being a little model. Or you trying to be a little model chick. You a little model groupie now. So I guess all of a sudden you're somebody because now you're doing a little bit of modeling. Okay, but we all know that you slept with that producer, right? Okay, you slept with that photographer, correct? You trying to get put on that easy way, huh? You trying to put on that quick way, that little quick. I know what you're doing. You trifling too. And you know what? I'm gonna keep talking about you. I'm gonna keep clocking your teeth. So keep on watching now. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna get you. Don't worry, I'm gonna catch you and I'm gonna get you because I know who you are and I know you're nasty too. You're nasty. Everybody don't fashion because you can't do nothing else, because you can't get a check at nothing else, because you can't excel at nothing else. EXCEL, excel. You can't excel at nothing else, okay? It's so funny to me because every day somebody's popping up claiming that they're this professional in the fashion and entertainment industry. And my thing is, my thing is, I tell people this when they ask me about how do I feel about everybody hopping on YouTube. Because I've noticed that, every person with a cell phone all of a sudden has a show now on YouTube. Everybody with an account has a show. I understand that. But my thing is, it's what you're offering to the public and to the clientele, which is going to differentiate you from anybody else. That's what's going to differentiate you from being, when you say that you're a stylist, when you say that you're a photographer, when you say that you're a media blogger, a fashion show producer, a journalist, whatever, it's going to differentiate who you are when your actions speak louder than what you're talking about. Because honestly, everybody's tweeting and everybody's talking about some bull crap that they claim that they're doing. And the sad part about it is when I see these little late magazines and these late news sellers which keep, capturing and keep covering the same people, I'm clearly lost on that because, we live in a city that I'm sure has a lot more talent than the same 5 people you all keep listing within your whack magazine. But that's neither here nor there. You see, when I talk about stuff like this, I get back pains, I get cramps, but I won't go into the motions of my cramps right now because I can't do that. I honestly want to tell you, I want to speak to you, I want to give you some advice. Are you really in this because this is what you want to do? Or are you doing this because you think this is a get-rich type of scheme? Or you're doing it because everybody's doing this right now? See, I'm gonna be doing this to the perfection even when nobody wants to do this anymore. Because when I'm doing it, it's going to be hot. When I'm doing it, it's going to stay fresh. And you'll see the ones that are late. You'll see the ones that keep falling off. You'll see because every time you turn around, they have a new title. Every time you turn around, you got a new thing they started. Every time they turn around, it's always something new because they could never conquer the first thing they were out to start the first time. I'm done. I know you know who some of these people are. I know you do. They're on your Facebook. They're clearly right there. They're probably posting something right now stating that they have a service to provide. God knows they don't even know how to conduct a phone conversation to even get the service out of their mouth. But you know who these people are. So,
Yeah! You're jabookinizing behind. Girl, have you lost your sick mind? You guys know my slogan and you know my quote. If it's hot, well, hey, I'll say it's hot. But if it's a mess, you know the rest.